Good afternoon, everybody. We are going to work with database management system third normal form. A table design is said to be in third normal form if the following conditions hold true. The table must be in second normal form. Transitive functional dependency of non-prime attribute on any super key should be removed. An attribute that is not part of any candidate key is known as non-prime attribute. In other words, third normal form can be explained like this. A table is in third normal form if it is in second normal form. For each functional dependency x on y, at least one of the following conditions hold. A is the super key of a table, y is the prime attribute of table. An attribute that is part of one of the candidate keys is known as prime attribute. Now let us have a look at an example. Suppose a company wants to store the complete address of each employee. They create a table named employee details. Now let us have a look to the employee details table. We have employee ID, column name, employee zip, employee state, employee city, employee district. Now in this we can say they are super key, a set of all unique key. That is what is super key. Employee ID, combination of employee ID and employee name, then combination of employee ID, employee name and employee zip, and so on. Now in this we can take candidate key as employee ID. Now non-prime attributes, all attributes except employee ID are non-prime as they are not part of any candidate key. As you can see that two employees can have the same name, two employees can have the same zip, two employees can have the same employee state, two employees can have same employee city, two employees can have same district. So in this only the candidate key refers to employee ID, that is the unique ID which is used to identify or uniquely identify the element. Now here employee state, employee city and employee district dependent on employee zip, and employee zip is dependent on employee ID, that makes non-prime attribute. Employee state, employee city and employee district transitively dependent on super key, that is employee ID. Now this violates the rule of third normal form. Now to make this table complies with third normal form, we have to break the table into two tables to remove the transitive dependency. Now let us have a look to this employee table, employee ID, employee name and employee zip. In this, all the employee ID is going to be unique. Two employees can have the same name, two employees can have the same zip. Now employee zip table. In the employee zip table, we have employee zip, employee state, employee city and employee district. Now in this is zip table, so even if it is not going to have a primary key, it is just storing the data. Now in this employee table, in this employee ID is used as the primary key, that is the candidate key. Now we can see that all the unnecessary part has been sorted out to employee zip table. And employee ID has become, employee table has become completely unique and different. Now further we are going to learn BCNF.